In May 2023, a New York-based lawyer has included 6 different cases in a New York district court. And because his cases were invented by ChatGPT at a time, he was actually ended up sanctioned for it. Back in 2023, we had a court case with someone that we're in conflict with, and I was genuinely believing whatever cases ChatGPT and Claude, gave me at a time. And still to today, I don't know if these cases are real or they're not, but I think the opposing lawyer wrote back and I don't know what about all those cases. So it's either that he's an incompetent lawyer or that I rely on ChatGPT and Claude and genuinely reference the wrong cases. And honestly, the problem of how useful I personally think AI is, I am a person that's been using AI for the past 2 years. And I genuinely loved it, enjoyed it, and I think AI is here to change humanity for the better. However, there is a genuine case about hallucinations that's honestly still been around, even though every major provider has been saying that we will make hallucinations better, we'll make it better. So Claude just recently announced Claude Opus 4.8, their premier frontier model. And I personally think it's a good step, but it doesn't really change the fact that for all of us who have no access, to Anthropic, or who can pay $20 a month but cannot really afford to use their Opus for their day-to-day generic work all the time because the costs are so high, what can they do? So after training our model based on the base model Q1 4.6, this small parameter 4 billion model works just on my laptop and works probably on your laptop as well because the downloadable size is only 2.7 gigabytes of storage. So it's nothing really crazy, and it's a model that you can really own yourself instead of always having to rent from OpenAI, Anthropic, and all the other guys. It's something that you can actually own. On legal citation integrity, it's doing almost 2.7 times better than the base Q1 model, which means that when it references real court cases, it's actually going to let you know, right? If it doesn't know anything, most of the time, we cannot guarantee all the time, but it is doing 2.7 times better than the base model. So when it references a real legal case, it's not just going to make it up some cases that you have never heard of. It also does a lot better in terms of following instructions by more than 22% compared to the base general Q1 model. What I think happened with this model launch, it's proven that it's actually possible for a small team of 3-5 people, which is what we have here in Toronto. We're able to launch models with just a cost of a couple of $1,000s. We made this model possible. Sure, it's fine-tuned. It's not training a model from scratch. But these days, does it really make sense to train things from scratch anymore? It costs a lot of money and it's generally not a real good use case of money anyways. I personally don't believe it is a right thing to do for the Canadian government at this moment to be picking winners who deserves to win the AI war. And it doesn't work, right? When we were looking at Germany, they picked this Alpha company, I forgot their full name, but they picked them and now they're being acquired by Cohere, which is a Canadian company. And Germany put all their national efforts behind one AI company, ended up didn't work. And it is a fairy tale for Canada about doing the same thing. I have no beef against Cohere, huge Canadian company that's doing AI research, and they're doing well. I just don't really think the champions should be Cohere, or should be anyone, or should be us, because this is and is supposed to be a fair fight. Every company is there to fight for themselves, prove themselves to the public, to the businesses, to their customers, to the government eventually. And as a small business of just a couple of us here in downtown Toronto, we genuinely believe this is not the right thing to do to make AI better for all Canadians. As a small team, we're not venture funded. We're just a couple of us. We're bootstrapped, meaning that we have never taken on venture capital or debt. Every dollar that we're burning is a dollar that we have actually saved from our previous business revenue. So compared to all the other big AI guys out there, I think we're doing pretty well. And looking forward, what we're going to do is we're going to prove that you can actually own your AI. And we can prove that a company based in downtown Toronto with just a couple of people and no external funding can also work their asses off to become potentially one of the best companies in Canadian AI. and really earn our spot instead of just lobbying some ministers or governments to take care of us. We're here to prove that we're durable and we can actually make things happen. And I think that is eventually the DNA of our company, SimpleDirect. And what's coming next? We have just shipped our premier model, the SimpleDirect Flash 1 Mini, which is a 4 billion parameter model. And moving forward, we're going to be shipping more models, we're going to be shipping bigger models, and not just in terms of models. What we're going to do is we're going to make owning your AI a lot less expensive and more doable, starting with the LLM layers and soon adding with the orchestration layers to be able to do your task a lot better. And eventually, later this year, we're launching SimpleDirect Work OS, which is an orchestrating system that you can self-host and run on your own laptop or whatever environment or Mac Mini that you run on that can do tasks reliably for you without you having to pay Perplexity $20 a month or Claude Max $200 a month or OpenAI Pro for $200 a month. So it's an exciting journey ahead, and I have a code today, but I thought it's exciting. I want to share real things with you guys, and this is the things that we've been working on. But I'm really proud about the progress that we have been able to do. And I hope that in a few months or in a year's time, we'll be looking back and say, the government is making a mistake by picking winners. We have these guys. It's just not just us. We have so many brilliant talent here in this country who deserves to be heard and who deserves to be one of the winners that people chooses. And I think we will be breaking down the barriers and really making a difference for open source, for the people, and hopefully, eventually, for the world, to make it more open, to make it more accessible, and to make renting AI, perhaps in the future, a distant memory of the past, if that's even possible. So follow along for our journey. I'm George, I'm the CEO of SimpleDirect and a founder of a small team. So that's it. See you soon.